Leeds fans, stop scrolling right now. Elland Road just erupted with breaking news. And one fact is already burning, 53%. That's a number that has Daniel Farke furious. A goalkeeper disaster exposed, a hated winger's final days confirmed, and a Champions League winner spotted in London with Leeds on his mind. The 53%? That's Lucas Perry's pass accuracy against Brighton, the worst in the entire Premier League this weekend. Adam Pope called it unnecessary. The dressing room called it unacceptable. And what happens next will define our season. If you bleed white more than you hate Leicester, smash that like and subscribe right now. We start with the goalkeeper crisis that has Elland Road divided. Stay locked, there's a double bombshell at the end. The Amex Stadium, Sunday afternoon. Leeds fans traveled hundreds of miles to watch their team collapse. 3 goals conceded, 0 fight shown, and 1 man stood at the center of the storm. But here's what makes this story explosive. It wasn't just any defeat, it was the kind of performance that gets contracts terminated. Adam Pope dropped the hammer on the Don't Go to Bed Just Yet podcast, and his words are still echoing through West Yorkshire. The goalkeeper in question? Lucas Perry. And the statistics are damning. 9 goals conceded in 5 Premier League games, only 9 saves made. And here's the killer stat that has everyone talking, 53.4% pass accuracy. Think about that for a second. Every other pass from our goalkeeper goes straight to the opposition. That's not Premier League standard, that's barely championship level. Against Brighton, Perry tried playing out from the back and nearly gifted them a goal through Ethan Ampadu. Then came the Gudmundsson disaster. A pass so bad that Pope called it unnecessary decision-making that put the entire defense under pressure. When Brighton pressed high, Perry crumbled. When they sat back, he still found ways to give them the ball. The Jorginho rudder factor made it. Worse, our former £40 million striker knew exactly how Perry distributes, and he exploited every weakness. To clean sheets in 5 games might look decent on paper, but watch the tape and you'll see a goalkeeper who's living on borrowed time. The dressing room sources are whispering, and what they're saying is brutal. Some players have lost confidence in their last line of defense. Jayden Bogle's error for the 3rd goal? Maybe he doesn't make that mistake with the keeper he trusts behind him. When defenders don't trust their keeper, the entire system collapses. Remember when Illan Meslier made mistakes? At least he could pass the ball. Perry is making us miss a goalkeeper who we couldn't wait to replace. That's how bad this situation has become. The West Ham consolation goal? Perry should have commanded his box better. Do you think Lucas Perry deserves to start against Nottingham Forest? Drop your verdict in the comments below. And if you believe Daniel Farke needs to make a ruthless decision, hit that like button right now. But while one goalkeeper's future hangs by a thread, another player's Leeds career just got its death sentence. The next story involves a winger the fans despise. And Celtic just handed us the perfect exit strategy. Deadline day memories are flooding back. A player choosing Everton over fighting for Leeds in the Championship. The betrayal still burns, and now karma has arrived wearing green and white hoops. The player facing his final chapter at Elland Road isn't some forgotten squad player. This is about Leeds monitoring Celtic's Sebastian Tunecti for a January move. But the real story is who he's replacing, the man marked for exit, Jack Harrison. And Leeds fans are celebrating. Harrison started just 1 league game this season, one after abandoning the club when we needed fighters. He returned expecting forgiveness. Instead, he got booed during preseason against Manchester United. The Emirates Stadium faithful heard those boos echo, and they understood some betrayals can't be forgiven. The message was clear, you're not welcome here anymore. But here's where it gets interesting. Sebastian Tunecti has scored twice in 11 games for Celtic. Since his deadline day move from Hammarby, the Tunisian international chose Celtic over 3 other clubs, including one from Serie A. That hunger, that ambition, that's what Leeds needs. The winger is exactly what Farke wants, hungry, fearless, and desperate to prove himself in English football. Sources close to the situation, and this is a rumor according to transfer journalist Dharmesh Sheth, suggest Leeds are preparing a £7 million offer. Celtic value him at £12 million after just 3 months. That's serious money for a player with 11 games in Scotland. But scouts have been watching every touch. Brendan Rodgers doesn't want to sell, but everyone has a price, especially when profit margins are that high. Meanwhile, Harrison sits on a contract until 2028, earning wages that could fund a Sebastian Tunectis. The mathematics are simple. Sell the traitor, buy the future. Harrison contributed 12 goals and assists when Leeds got relegated in 2023. Decent numbers, but meaningless when you abandon ship. Real Leeds players like Archie Gray and Crescencio Somerville stayed to fight. Harrison ran to Merseyside twice, choosing Goodison Park over Elland Road. Now he watches from the bench as Manor Solomon, Largi Ramazani, and Wilfried Nanto take the spots that should be his. The dressing room doesn't want him, the fans despise him, and now Celtic's rising star could be his replacement. The death warrant is signed, it just needs Farke's signature. Would you drive Jack Harrison to Celtic yourself if it meant getting Tunekti? Smash that like if you want Harrison gone. Comment mod if you believe real Leeds players fight when times get tough. But while we're clearing out the mercenaries, a Champions League winner just appeared in North London with a message for Daniel Farke. Monday morning, London Colney. Arsenal's training ground witnessed something unexpected. Cameras caught a familiar figure warming up with the under-21s, and the Leeds recruitment team took notice immediately. The player working on his fitness wasn't some unknown prospect. This was a man who lifted the Champions League, won the Premier League, and scored in massive matches for England. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is back in England, and Leeds United's name keeps appearing in the conversation. Here's what makes this fascinating. Oxlade-Chamberlain left Besiktas in August after they paid him £1.5 million to terminate his contract. Think about that. A Turkish giant paid him to leave. Red flag or opportunity? The truth is more complex. Besiktas wanted to rebuild with younger players, and Oxlade-Chamberlain wanted Premier League football. Both parties agreed to split. Leeds reportedly made an offer before his Besiktas exit, but the move collapsed over wage demands. Now he's training at his old club Arsenal, staying fit, waiting for the phone to ring. Mikel Arteta gave him permission to use the facilities, a respect gesture for a former Gunner. At 31, is he finished, or could he be the experienced head this young Leeds squad desperately needs? The statistics from Turkey tell an interesting story. 18 appearances, 1 goal, but an 85% pass accuracy. His pressing numbers were elite, winning 40 duels despite limited minutes. Compare that to Lucas Perry's 53% passing, and suddenly Oxlade-Chamberlain looks like Xavi. Remember his winner against Manchester City in 2015? His Champions League performances for Liverpool. This is a big game player who thrives under pressure. His wages would need to be realistic, probably around $40,000 per week with heavy appearance bonuses, but for 6 months, that's a gamble worth taking. Sean Longstaff has been brilliant, but he needs competition and rotation. Archie Gray is still learning, just turned 19. Joe Rothwell is inconsistent, Ilya Groove remains injured. Oxlade-Chamberlain brings something different, big game experience, Premier League knowledge, and the hunger of a player with everything to prove. Imagine him coming off the bench in the 70th minute against Manchester City, using his Liverpool experience to change the game, or starting against Forest, bringing composure when the pressure builds. This isn't about nostalgia, it's about survival. The rumor mill, according to Ben Jacobs, suggests Oxlade-Chamberlain's representatives have already spoken to Leeds twice. A 6-month deal with an option for another year based on staying up. Low risk, potential high reward. Would prime Oxlade-Chamberlain walk into this Leeds team? Absolutely. Drop AYES if you'd take him on a short-term deal. Hit like if experience could save our season. But these 3 stories connect to something bigger. 3 breaking stories, 1 brutal truth. Leeds United stands at a crossroads. Lucas Perry's disaster class exposed our defensive fragility. Jack Harrison's imminent exit removes a toxic presence. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's availability offers unexpected redemption. Connect the dots, and Daniel Farke is building something revolutionary. Out with the mercenaries who abandoned us. In with fighters who want to bleed for the badge. The goalkeeper situation demands immediate action. 53% pass accuracy isn't acceptable at any level. The solution exists, whether it's Carl Darlow, Ilan Messlier's return, or a January signing we haven't seen coming. Harrison to Celtic for $7 million funds Tunekti's arrival and sends a message: betrayal has consequences. No second chances for deserters who chose Everton over Elland Road. Oxlade-Chamberlain for 6 months. That's the experience this young squad needs when facing Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool. The next 6 fixtures are brutal. Forest, Arsenal, Chelsea, Bournemouth, Manchester United, Liverpool. These moves could be the difference between survival and disaster. If these 3 moves happen, Leicester's automatic promotion hopes crumble. Southampton's expensive squad means nothing when we have warriors ready to fight. Here's what every Leeds fan needs to do right now. 1. Smash that like if you believe Farke must be ruthless with squad selection. 2. Comment your solution to the goalkeeper crisis. Stick with Puri? Recall Meslier? Sign someone new? 3. Subscribe because every subscriber makes Leicester fans nervous. But here's the double cliffhanger that changes everything. A Premier League goalkeeper has told his agent he wants the Leeds move. The fee? Under $3 million. The name drops tomorrow and will shock everyone. And Sheffield Wednesday just inquired about one of our attackers. Not Harrison, not Nanto, but someone unexpected if they meet our valuation. The entire January window flips. The White Storm is coming. Marching on together, we rise as one. Hit subscribe. Stay locked. The next 72 hours will shake Elland Road's foundations. Mod forever.